The 89th Texas legislative session has passed the halfway mark. Lawmakers have been focused on a number of issues, including health care, the possible ban of THC, and establishing its own DOJ commission to look at waste, fraud, and abuse.
But the biggest priority for Texas lawmakers has been education and school choice. Joining us live at 5 this Wednesday to discuss the issue, Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Governor Abbott, thanks so much for spending time with us here in Shreveport, Texarkana. School choice, an emergency item for you to lawmakers this session. It has failed in previous sessions. Both houses have similar bills right now. You have praised school choice as a win for parents and the state, but some say there's still not enough guarantees to make sure that every student will have access to the funds needed for this. How do you make sure that that does actually happen?
Well, a couple of points. One is, unlike prior sessions, this session we have enough votes to make sure that school choice gets passed out of the House, just like it got passed out of the Senate. The vote will be on the Texas House floor next week for a vote, and I expect it to pass. Part of the bill provides for exactly what you're talking about, and that is it's called universal school choice. And that is to make sure that every parent of every family, from those who are low income to those who have abundant means, everyone's going to have the opportunity to participate in this program. But we do prioritize those who have special needs, and we do prioritize those of low income, but we want to make sure that it's going to be universally available to everybody. The size of it is going to be 100,000 students to begin with, and after we go through a year or two at that level, we will have the ability to expand it if there's the demand for it.
Governor Abbott, to change course here just a minute, President Trump has backed off on some of his tariffs, but he is not letting up on China. In 2023, Texas exported $25.7 billion worth of goods to China. Are you concerned about the economic implications of this growing rift?
So we saw today, and actually over the past couple of days, exactly what President Trump was talking about when he said he's going to negotiate and negotiate effectively with countries across the globe. And we saw the stock market rise today because he announced that he had pretty much reached deals, or will soon be reaching deals, that level the playing field with every country except for China. And as you just broadcast, China makes so much money off of the tariffs that they impose. What the president's seeking to do, what America needs to do, is to level the playing field with China. China has been eating the economic lunch of the United States for decades now. As the President Trump has made clear, China has no cards on this. China depends on the United States for its economic growth. And if that economic growth stifles, China will crumble. As a result, ultimately, whether it be in a week or a month or a year, ultimately China is going to give in and negotiate fairly with the United States.
Governor, last question we have for you. You gave lawmakers a very robust agenda to tackle during this legislative session. We're a little bit past the halfway point. The Senate has already crossed more than 200 bills off their list, but the House has only passed 8. Are you happy with the progress that is being made before that June 2nd deadline?
Listen, the reality is that the House always gets going slower, and things really pick up in the month of April and May. And this week and next week are going to be very busy weeks. This week, the budget will pass out of the Texas House. Next week, school choice, as well as school funding to fully fund public schools and give teachers a pay raise in the state of Texas. That's going to pass out next week. And so we are really going to make a lot of progress over the next 2 weeks in the Texas House as well as in the Texas Senate.
In the coming weeks, and as we get ready to wrap up the legislative session, which ends on June 2nd in Texas. Governor Greg Abbott, we do appreciate the time here on KTBS 3 News.
You got it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.